When I found out I was pregnant with this baby, I was actually very shocked. It was a lot thinking about how I'm gonna raise a second child, and I wasn't really in a position with raising my first. I was still staying with my mom at the time, and I knew she was gonna be disappointed. So I was worried about the disappointment more than I was worried about anything else.
The day I found out I was pregnant, a lot of emotions were running through my mind and my heart. And I was crying, and I just had the weight of the world on my shoulders. I was not expecting to be a mom this early in life.
I'm glad that I stuck it out. I started to consider abortion at a moment because I didn't want to be the family's disappointment. I found MiraVia when I had just became homeless. I got kicked out, and the first night I slept in my car, I just thought, like, what am I gonna do? My Embrace Grace leader, she's really amazing. She sent me a website called Loveline, and they connected me to Miss Tina. She said it's a great opportunity to raise both of your children and still finish school and be able to work.
The residential program at MiraVia is this amazing partnership where Belmont Abbey College has created the space for us, invited us in as part of their charism of hospitality, and then allowed us to serve college students long term. These moms never have to pay a penny, and yet they can stay with us until their child turns 2 years old, all the while receiving food and material assistance, companionship, life skills classes, everything that they need. I like to think of it as a mommy academy.
It just felt like home to me. We're all mothers, we all can relate to certain stuff.
I love living with other moms. I get to learn things from them and they learn things from me, and not seem like things went wrong in our lives.
The first day I brought Micah home, all the other moms were congratulating me. They were like, see, we told you you could do it. You were so worried. Where I didn't feel judged or like shamed of like some of the decisions that I had made.
Josiah loves it here. He has such a big space to run around and play in, and everyone that just loves on him. He's learning to be around other babies, kind of preparing him to have a little sister when she gets here.
MiraVia's outreach center that's in Charlotte is often the unsung hero of the organization. The number of women that we serve is dizzying, and it's nowhere else in Charlotte can you get the range of services that our moms receive.
They have life skills classes. They're able to shop in the boutique. They have a cute little boutique here that has women's clothes and the clothes for their babies and toddlers.
What I've received here at MiraVia is clothes, in each stage of 3 to 6, newborn. Right now he's 6 to 9. I've gotten a high chair from here. Pack and play, burp cloths, wipes too, bottles, muslin blankets, books too, little toys that you can play with. Car seat, yeah, because those are really expensive.
We have been volunteering here. I started in 2013.
I retired in 2015 and probably started working with Lisa the next year.
I am a cancer survivor of 12 years, and I was just newly out of treatment, but I wanted to give back. It was a delight for me to find out about MiraVia and begin working as a volunteer.
It's no secret that MiraVia is a Catholic organization, and we receive so much of our support from our friends at the parishes here in the area. But it might come as a surprise that our donors come from all different faith backgrounds and all over the world now.
It's been interesting for me as an Episcopalian and not a Catholic to work at MiraVia because it is such a welcoming place for anyone who wants to volunteer here. I've certainly felt that, and it's been a nice bond between the two of us, but it's certainly a welcoming environment for anyone who wants to volunteer.
Yes.
The new facility is so much bigger and more room for us not only to work, but certainly for the ladies that work here.
Awesome. Just one donation.
One of my favorite things is to be at the Outreach Center on the days that we're receiving material donations, because every time there will be a new face, a new family walking in and bringing us items. A lot of times they'll bring their kids so that their kids can be a part of that giving. Every day we see this outpouring of love and care from our donors. We were able to give almost 20,000 more diapers away this year because of everyone's generosity. But we always have to remind everyone, like, every storeroom that we have would empty in about a month if we did not continue to receive that support.
A year or so ago, my daughter had donated our 10-year-old granddaughter's baby clothes and toddler clothes, and for me to sort through my own granddaughter's clothing, someone else's child is going to be wearing those clothes, and it just warmed my heart to think about that.
Volunteers are the lifeblood of the operations of MiraVia. We could not serve as many women and children as we do without their selfless gifts of time and talent. These are the people that really connect and keep us going, and we would be lost without them.
My relationship with MiraVia is after that first banquet that we went to, the story was so compelling to me. Carol Everett was speaking, how she operated or she managed these abortion mills down in Houston, how these doctors were bouncing back and forth between rooms. And I mean, besides the fact that the abortion itself was such a horrible thing, just that these doctors, they were only concerned about the dollar. I need to get involved. Grass needed to be cut and heavy cleaning, and so some bookcases needed moved, stuff like that. So that was my duties, my first duties at MiraVia.
I think it's important for the men that are involved with MiraVia to realize that we do play an important role, that many of these children do not have a father in their lives.
The absence of the male role model in families. One of the little boys coming up to me or something like that, asking if they can help me, change air filters. It's just important that these young children see the male role model and be strong men when they grow up.
When I first joined MiraVia, the residential program was just a dream. It was blueprints, it was a plot of land on a map. And the courage that it took as an organization to take that leap of faith that no one else had done yet. And the donors that have made that possible, their names are written on the wall there and are truly a part of the organization. From the Knights of Columbus that go out into their communities and parishes, and this year they raised over $30,000 through their ASAP program for MiraVia, to our corporate donors that provide sponsorships, lend their name to this mission, like Dolan Capital Advisors that sponsored our golf tournament. Our moms are blown away by the love and support that they feel from people that they'll never meet.
That moment of, this is my child, this is my son, I was crying knowing that I was able to take care of him for the past 9 months in my womb. The moment we both laid eyes on each other, I was in love.
The love I get from him, I'm sorry, it's really like a love that I've never experienced before.
When